The legend of King Arthur and the Sword in the Stone in the mysterious mist of medieval Britain, a legend has been passed down through the centuries, the story of King Arthur and the Sword in the Stone. A tale of magic, bravery, and destiny that continues to captivate those who hear it. The beginning of the legend. According to tradition, Britain was divided, torn apart by wars and intrigue. The nobles fought for power while the people suffered. Amid this chaos, the wizard Merlin, endowed with extraordinary powers, predicted the arrival of a king who would unite the realm and bring peace. But who could be the chosen one? To find out, Merlin devised a test. He made a sword appear embedded in a stone, with an inscription that read, "Whoever pulls this sword from the stone shall be the rightful king of England." The sword in the stone. Many knights and nobles tried to pull the sword, but none succeeded. Their strength was no match for the enchantment protecting the weapon. Time passed, and the sword remained firmly lodged in the stone, a silent reminder to those seeking power without merit. Years later, a young man named Arthur, raised as a simple squire, came across the same sword. With an almost casual gesture, he pulled it from the stone effortlessly. Those present were stunned. The young man of humble origins was the chosen one. Who was Arthur? Arthur grew up unaware of his true origins. He had been raised by Sir Ector, a nobleman of good heart, and treated as an equal by Ector's son, Kay. No one suspected that Arthur was, in fact, the secret son of Uther Pendragon, the former king, and that Merlin had orchestrated everything to protect him from the internal struggles that had destroyed the royal court. When the truth came to light, Arthur accepted his destiny with humility and determination. The destiny of King Arthur. With the sword in hand, Arthur was proclaimed sovereign and began his epic journey to unify Britain. Merlin became his trusted advisor, guiding him through seemingly insurmountable challenges. Arthur was not only a warrior but also a leader who believed in the values of justice and equality. Under his reign, the legendary Round Table was created. The Round Table and its meaning. The Round Table was not just a symbol of equality among knights but also an innovative political concept. No one sat at the head of the table, indicating that all were of equal importance. The knights of the Round Table were the finest in the kingdom: Lancelot, Gawain, Percival, and many others. Each brought tales of glory but also human weaknesses. The true magical sword, Excalibur. According to some versions of the legend, the sword Arthur pulled from the stone broke during a battle. It was then that the Lady of the Lake gifted him Excalibur, an even more powerful and magical sword. Excalibur was not just a weapon but a symbol of divine sovereignty. It was said that whoever wielded it would be invincible, as long as they acted with justice. A legendary king, King Arthur, became the symbol of an ideal kingdom, guided by values of bravery, loyalty, and honor. But his story was not without difficulties. Betrayals, such as those of Lancelot and Guinevere, deeply wounded him. Epic battles, like the one against the traitor Mordred, tested his spirit. And then there was the quest for the Holy Grail, a mystical journey representing purity and redemption, but one that led many knights to ruin. The end of Arthur and the immortal myth. The legend tells that Arthur was mortally wounded in the Battle of Camlan, fighting against Mordred, who, depending on the version, was either his son or nephew. Before dying, he ordered Excalibur to be returned to the lake from which it came. The Lady of the Lake appeared to reclaim the sword, and Arthur was taken to the mystical island of Avalon. It is said that the king never truly died but rests, awaiting the moment when his people will need him once more. Curiosities about the legend. The legend of Arthur and the Sword in the Stone has been passed down through the centuries, enriched by writers such as Geoffrey of Monmouth and Sir Thomas Malory. Each version adds unique details, from dragons to Merlin's prophecies. Some scholars believe that Arthur's figure may have been inspired by a real Briton leader from the 5th century, while others see the legend as pure mythology. Conclusion. The story of King Arthur and the Sword in the Stone is not just a legend, it is an eternal symbol of hope, bravery, and destiny. A tale that invites us to believe that even in the darkest moments, there will always be a hero ready to emerge. And you, would you have the courage to grasp that sword?